I sound like that one fucking bird from Donald Duck. The Christmas special. Yes! Sorry, I'm already loud and I just started. I'm sorry. I'm already loud and I just started. I'm sorry. I'll be completely normal today. I will not be the Donald Duck from the Donald. I will not be the Donald Duck bird from the I will not be the bird, annoying bird from the Donald Duck Christmas special. Cool. Great. We have that. Great. Where am I? Hello. Hi. Where is the Gumi? Gumi is falling asleep. Where is she? There she is. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, ow. Hey, I've done nothing wrong. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that you're all doing well today. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yeah! Yippee! How are you all doing today? Are you feeling normal? Are you feeling good? Well, my chat just refreshed, so I can't. Can everyone say hi? Because my chat just refreshed, so everybody that had been writing, I can't see the messages anymore. So can you say hi? Say hi instead of spam, yippee. I feel like a space alien. Oh, how come? Is it something about the vibes today that are kind of space alien? Hmm. Hi Snake, hi Proteus, hi Yokai, hi Marume, hi Anne, hi Puro-chan, hi Jarek, hi Lazarus. I can't read your name because it's in Japanese. Hi Ronin. Hi. Hi Limb. Hi everyone. Hi Banana. Why is it not showing the YouTube chat? How am I supposed to talk if I cannot see the YouTube chat? I can't see the YouTube chat. On my own end. I can't see it. Damn it. Hi Banana, I can see you. Hi Proteus, hi Frigid. Wow, you guys sure are feeling very hippie today, aren't you? Yeah. You guys sure are feeling hippie today. How nice. Is there a special occasion? Hi Lex. Welcome. Why can't I see it? I want to be able to see it. We scream, but the rat god does not hear us. I can see you, but I can't. I feel bad YouTube cannot redeem Yippee with us. I agree. I agree. I agree. I think it should be you should be able to use the Yippee as well. It's the best thing ever, right? Hi Cameron! Yeah, I can see it now. I can see it in my own chat. You stream everything: art, gaming, cooking, ASMR, and now game development. Well, I feel like game development kind of goes into the art tier or the creation tier-ish. Or the art can kind of be like, you know, everything. It's kind of like, I'm thinking of art like as a creation, like if you're creating something. But cooking, I feel like cooking doesn't go into it. Cooking doesn't go into it. Cooking is an art when it's in my tummy. How long have you been pursuing game dev? I started studying. I became a professional game designer in 2023. I became a professional game designer per 2023. I got my first job. I finished my education and all of that jam. I am, however, very much a beginner. So even though I know some things, does not mean that I know specifically, for example, how to make games. Since, you know, game development and game design, it's, you know, it's a little bit different, and I don't have that much experience because, Yay, I got laid off and here I am becoming a rat on the internet. Yay. Artistic and technical endeavor, depending on one's talents. Well, that's what I like about game design, especially level design, because you usually you're working very close with the artists, and you also have to plan for like gameplay design and stuff like that. So you're generally working a lot, like, I mean, generally as a designer, you're working very much cross-discipline, but especially as a level designer, I think it's fun because you also get to work a lot with the artists, like the environment artists. And that's very fun, But, so I don't know that well about game design. I've worked as a game designer, but I don't know that well.
Yippee has become an artist.
Yokai, thank you for gifting a sub to Yippee. I hope Yippee is super excited. I hope Yippee just jumps up out of their chair like Yippee! Also, Goku, thank you for the sub. Welcome. And hi, also. Sorry. Hi, Foolish. Hi, Mahito. Hi, Katoe. Hi, Tim. Hi, Ethicus. Being a rat is more reliable career than game dev. Yeah, well, oh, thank you. Thank you, President Rat. It is more reliable. I wish it did pay as well. But game dev also, I mean, it depends on what you're doing. Actually, being a game artist is really low pay. Did you know that? I was making more as a junior game designer than a senior game artist at my company, which is very strange. Very, very strange, because they were doing a lot more work than I was. I think it's just about responsibility, because generally you would have multiple artists and like 1 or 2 designers per project, and that designer is essentially like a stand-in, not manager, but kind of a little bit often in charge, depending, of course, on the size of the project. But these projects that I did were so small that generally I would be the one in charge. So I guess that's why. Game industry in general seems underpaid. I don't know. I think it's decently paid. I was making, I think, what is considered very much minimum wage back then. And I still felt like I was like not minimum wage as a like in game size, but like across all jobs, like considered in Sweden. But I was living like a king then. Like I saved. I was so unused to having money that I saved almost all of it. Which is why I've survived until now. I was the boss. Sorry that happened to you. Well, I could have felt it coming. You know, a lot of people got laid off. A lot of people. Stretch again. I just stretched. Good morning, Valerian. And highlight. Game dev is mostly a field for passionates. People who want cash would find better opportunities. No, there's totally a lot of game devs that are very much just for the money. They're called the product managers. Yeah, and whatnot. No, I'm joking. I met a lot of good people. But yeah, in general, I maybe I feel like I'm still, you know, I still think that, you know, I don't really agree with like maybe that a programmer that like programs little web pages should make more money than somebody that's like a nurse or something. I think I know. I mean, I just think those kind of stuff is weird, you know? The priorities are strange, but I also understand it, like, why it comes to be that way. But, you know, priority-wise in a society, you know, you always find it like, that's a little weird, isn't it? A lot of other people got laid off too. Yeah, I mean, amongst my class, I think 80% got laid off, which is actually insane. 2024 and 2023 and all of these years, they were bad years. They were bad years in tech, and I mean everything. We live in a society, daydreamers. We live in a society. Hi, Antarans! Oh, you what? I said we live in a society. Snack boy, our brain cell. Our brain cell. Our brain cell. I didn't even see that message before I scrolled down and I saw it. Personally, I would love to work in a small indie studio. I think that would be so much more fun. Like, to have, like, I know that would be very risky and stuff, and you'd be working crazy, but I think those are the most passionate, like, projects usually. And being like, oh, I'm just one of the, I'm the one that, like, puts the sheen on the guns, and make them nice and oiled up. I'm the one who oils up all of the muscles in the wrestle games. I go in there with my little rat hands, grabbing the baby oil. They actually have an animation for that. Also, hi, welcome. I'm the one that oils up. What games would you make? What games would I make? I would make wrestling games where you oil up. Sorry. I don't know because I like so many games. And if you only work like on the same things, I think you get really like burnt out pretty quickly. It's fun to make a lot of different games because that's the only way. I think that's the best way that you learn, especially as a game designer. You do like a lot of different like stuff. Shut up! Shut up! You got oil in your mind or something? No, but I was continuing off my last joke. 4 to 10 people is the ideal studio size. No red tape, no getting in each other's ways. Yeah, although I feel like you'll bump into like sometimes, because it is a stressful environment, right? Gumi is slowly becoming American. Oh, I see. Is it an American thing to like not just be obsessed with oil, but also wanting to oil up big, sweaty, muscular men and women? Is that an American thing? Gumi's oiled up wrestler free was the best in the series. Yeah, the past two ones, they were not that good, you know. The oil wasn't really there. Yeah. National pastime. Hi, Matey. Welcome. Anyway, we should get started. It's just fun to chat for a little bit. So, my apologies. My voice is a little bit rough. Maybe from screaming at worms yesterday. Let's see here. Let's see. I wonder if this is gonna catch. We're just gonna get right into it because I assume if I'm gonna be yapping anyway, I may as well yap in front of the game. Oh, maybe this doesn't count as a game capture because it's not a game. Okay. Yippee! Are you if I do this, you're not gonna become really small, are you? Okay, awesome. Cool. You guys can't see the entire thing. Why can't you see the entire thing? Why is it like that? Let's do this. Actually, I think there's more important information on the left. On the right, I mean. Alright, so I got a key for Action Game Maker. I got a key for Action Game Maker. And I believe it's essentially a plugin. It's a paid plugin or something. Or it's basically built on top of Godot, which is like an open source kind of game thingy. It's like, I think it's kind of similar to Unity, but it's open source. So I don't know much about this. It's been literal years since I even touched Godot, and I did not like get very far in it because I realized that this is mostly like I think I think I just was trying a bunch of engines. I don't think there was something specific about Godot that I didn't like. I think it was just that I was testing a bunch of engines to learn as much as possible. But yeah. Oh gosh, let's put on some music. Oh, do we want to listen to World of Warcraft? Do we want to listen to Animal Crossing or World of Warcraft? What do we want? Or do we want to listen to relaxing 3DS system music? Nintendo songs to listen to on your pink DS? What do you want? Animal Crossing? What music? You guys can't say both of that. 3DS music. Bevy? I haven't heard of Bevy. Out of those two, AC. Okay, we have two for AC, so let's stick both at the same time. Oh shit, okay then. This is what it sounds like with both at the same time. It's not bad, but it's not like good. Not bad, but it's not good. Throw some Pikmin in. Oh yeah, the 10 hours of occasional. Either way, so I think it was for 2D only. I believe that Godot I think Godot can have both 2D and 3D if I'm not mistaken, but I do believe the Action Game Maker was 2D only. So, I mean, what we're gonna get started with, I think, is Average Godot Enjoyer? How did you get here? Did you hear me say Godot like somewhere in your brain and you were like, ugh, I gotta go watch. That was the ugliest laugh I've done. Well, I'm getting a bit warm from the tea, so I'm gonna sit my ass back down. And then I can sit back up later. Godot is both. Got it. Yeah, maybe I should try Godot again. Literal rat laugh. What the heck? Don't call yourself ugly, you're all pastel. My laugh is ugly. My laugh, you know, sometimes, but aren't those the best laughs? The ones that are a little bit ugly, because they're like, you know, they're not the they're the you know that person is laughing for real. They're not just they're not just playing. They're not just playing. Okay, where do we get started? Oh jeez. You know what? I don't want, even though this is too big, but I'm gonna actually stretch it out like this. There we go. I'll stretch it out a little bit. Where do we get started? Let's see. Do we have game scenes? I assume a game scene is exactly as it sounds. It's, I guess, where you could place your worlds, so, and all of your levels. A menu scene would be user interface, And a game object would most likely be a prefab or a scripted object like a pickup, a player, an enemy, those kind of things. Something that you can interact with, and probably not just like something that returns and not just something that's in the background. So, a project lead can possibly be this cute. So, I already have, from when I was working on my lore, I actually wanted to make a game. Of course, that would be impossible because that would take too long. But I made a little sprite sheet of Protogumi, also known as the artist. So, what you will find, and this is gonna be from completely from the beginning, this big ass brush is in the way. So, okay, yeah, good, it catches my, so what we're gonna see here, we have 4 directions, right? We have 4 directions. I'd like you to focus on, imagine that this here has a split line, and you may notice soon why. This is the idle states. These are very similar, but they just have a slight little, maybe like a little bob or something, just something that makes her seem still alive as she is standing still. Don't look at my game name, man. Is this a platformer where you're oiled up and slip around all the time? It was gonna be kind of a horror game-esque, but you know. Either way. And then you may notice here on this side, she is actually walking. So, why do we do this? Why do we do it like this? This is called a sprite sheet, and what we want to pay attention to is how many columns there are and basically how many rows vertically and horizontally there is. And why do we want to do that? Because you may recognize that in things like these, this is super old, something that I just found in my files. These are what is building the world. This is a tile map sprite sheet. Well, it's not a sprite sheet right now, but it's a. Well, you know what? I think I don't know the correct whatever. But yeah. So this was for a silly little, when I wanted to learn RPG Maker. So I made some silly little tiles. What's important to notice here is that they will always be the same size. So all of these assets are essentially always the same size, but in RPG Maker in specific, I don't know, because I haven't done any tile maps in Godot, I don't know, but you can actually select 2 tiles at the same time to make a bigger object, but they are all still separate sizes. So if you look at the window here, you can notice how big it is compared to this wall here. So you would be able to guess that the wall is maybe, what, like, I can't tell super well, like 9 of these or something. It's mostly to create a little bit of difference, I guess. But you can also see here different grasses. Now this would not look super good. Yeah, some variety, exactly. This would not look super good because they are all kind of similar, all of this grass. But you can also see that there is these separate woods that have the same size as the window, so these are a little bit more repeating, whereas this may be perhaps an outer wall or something like that. So that would be a tile map. And that is why we have kind of like repeating stuff, because instead of, you can always have that you have idle 1 PNG, idle 2 PNG, idle 3 PNG, but overall it's kind of nice to have this kind of collected. And I believe I downloaded test project that came with the program. Also, hi Max! Welcome. Let's see. All right, so it's not capturing. Let's see. This one. Okay. Right. 2D. Sample scene. Okay, so we have a project. Example project here. Al just got thrown hearts at. So this would be a game object then. These are, yeah, so you can see here's an object root. Here are a bunch of game objects. There's the chicken. Here's the player. What is this? Chicken shooter. Chicken shooter? What does that mean? All right. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, but the difference between these two tile maps, if we go into player and try to find his tile map, right. Oh, how do I make this a little bit bigger? Can I find his image so I can show it better? This looks, here we are. Here is the player tile map, and the difference between him is anything. This is all of his animations. Of course, you could have separate tile maps, but generally, I think just having everything collected on one tile map makes it pretty nice and collected. So you can see he has moving around, he has idle states, he has moving around, he even has a attack, a special attack, what it seems like, and attacking in a bunch of different directions. And seemingly a game over as well. So if you compare that to the one that I have, obviously that one has a lot more, but that's just because, you know, I haven't really planned anything. I don't know what this person do. I don't know what this game is about. This was just a little test that I did. The animation is not going to be super good, but I'm thinking what we should do is try to make this into a little playable character. And how do we go about that? God, I don't know, man. Do they have already like a playable game? Do we already have like a playable game character? I wonder. Player, not what I can see. Let's see if we make a... Did we make a game scene? I don't remember. Okay, yeah, I got right into it and I just uploaded. Okay, right. What happens? Can I choose characters? Alright, yeah, alright. So we can make a game object here. Taking notes, definitely. I don't fucking know. Oh, sorry, Tias, thank you for the follow. I don't know, I think I already said that, I don't remember. Is there a limit to the animation frames for the character? Depending on the engine that you use, there may or may not be. In RPG Maker, for instance, I know that there is a little bit of a limit. I think 3 or 4 frames per animation, but I may be mistaken. I know there's a plugin for that. Let's see. But I think what is worth to like remember is that they always need to align. So for example, if I were to make an animation for a new animation for her, I would need to pay attention to where in the columns it would be. So perhaps I would want, you know, a fighting animation. Then I may put it like over here. I may put it over here or something. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can create a player character. I'm gonna press the game object. Object name. Let's make it player. Characters. 2D sprite character base. Top view character base. Player. I don't really understand the absolute. Oh, you guys can't see the windows. That's not great. How do I do that? I really wish you could see the game capture. I don't want to show my show my entire display. Is garlic bread broken again? God damn it, garlic bread. What happens if I restart? You have a copy of StreamerBot already running. Shut up, StreamerBot. Don't work. Hi, Joe. I'm kind of just testing a project I got a program I got a key for. I'm just trying. Let's see if it works now. Hi, Mikey. Doesn't seem like it. Isn't that strange? What if can I run a test? Refresh triggers. Test trigger. Well, it seems to break sometimes. How strange. Gumi develops. I am a professional game designer. Hi, Canon. I recently learned that A-Sprite can output tile sets. Yes, it can. I have downloaded A-Sprite specifically for this. If we have time, maybe we can make a simple tile set. Would you guys like that? Would you, if you're confused about tile sets, would you like me to make a little stick figure instead of using the artist, that one? Would you prefer that? Can it redeem again? God damn it! A Gumi job simulator. Gosh, wouldn't that be something? Well, in a way I'm more employed now than when I was actually employed. I'm working harder now that I'm unemployed. Hi, Regular! And hi, Plain Rent. Gloomy's cousin has a lot to keep up with. My cousin? That'd be awesome. You guys want to see? All right, we can try a sprite. Then I'm gonna make like a stick figure. I'm gonna make a stick figure, right? I'm not gonna make anything fancy. I'm gonna make a straight up stick figure. How big was she? I think she was like 60. How big was she? I'm gonna see. Wait, I'm gonna need to check. These are all the same. All the same sizes. Maybe make them bigger. 64 and 64. Alright, so what's good to know? This is A-Sprite. A-Sprite is your friend if you have ever done pixel art or are interested in pixel art, because it's just there's nothing else to use. A-Sprite is the best. It's just the best. There's nothing else like it. There's nothing else. It's just the best. Pero! Thank you so much for the member! Thank you! Mwah! I hope we're doing well. Thank you so much. 7-Up is pretty good too. McDonald's Sprite is the best. Is it different? Yeah, A-Sprite is great. It's pretty great and cheap. It's just so good. Do you know why it's good? because it has this. If you were to draw, for example, in a program that you really like, what would happen is it would probably look like this. Sure, that is pixel art, but you notice how ugly that is, right? Let's pixel perfect and let's do it again. Do you see that? Do you see that? Yeah. Without pixel perfect and with pixel perfect. That's what we want to have. That's what we want. All right, let's, and I also really like this one. I really like this one. What is it? Oh, how do you get that again? Ink. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I used Stay Sprite. How do you get that? How do we get the symmetrical? How do I get the symmetry? Oh, it's, no, it's not here. Show. No. Sprite is straight dog water. Sprite always makes me it kind of triggers my sugar tooth. Oh, there. All right, let's make a little man. Let's make the quickest sprite sheet. Let's make a little guy, right? We're gonna start with just the idol, okay? Let's start with the idol. Does why did I give him feet? Can he have thick hips? Why can I draw? Okay, never mind. No. God, this is gonna look incredible. Alright. Oh, this is great. Shut up. Shut up. This isn't 28 days later. What was it? 28 years or something? Working on my... He's literally me! Oh my gosh. Alright, so, let me use my brain, because I don't have one. Model looking straight garbage. Oh! Alright, what are we gonna do? I don't remember. It's been... Listen, it's been a while, okay? Listen. It's been a while, alright? I need to remember, how do you do an idol? Okay. Alright, let's... Wait, I need to... I don't remember. This is such a good tutorial. I don't remember. I know what I have to do, but I don't remember how to do it in I don't remember how to do it in a sprite, okay? Let's give him a little idol. Let's see how that looks. Sorry. Yeah. I knew that was gonna look funny because the timing is always really weird. It just got me. Wait, we're gonna have the same time. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm probably gonna use like 2 frames. Wait, yeah, let's use let's use free frames. Let's use free frames. Whatever. Incredible. Kumi inventing a chatter truck. I can't remember. It's been a while. Every time Gummy Bear's laughing, it sounds like a nuke. That's why if I ever sound like this, that's because I'm trying not to be too loud. Here's more neck than your average American. Hi, Willow. Do you guys like my game dev stream? Okay. Anyway. You know what? Let's skip. You know what? Fuck the idol. Fuck. No, we're not doing the idol. We're gonna. He's not gonna stand still. He's gonna be schmovin'. He's not gonna be standing still. He's gonna be schmoving. Okay, when he's standing still, he's gonna be schmoving. Oh my god, this is insane. Okay, not. Oh, fuck. Why can't. Wait, please, let me. It would be so funny. Sorry. Wait, that's not. Why can't I flip him? That's not. Isn't that gonna flip all of them? No, okay. Are you ready? Okay. Yeah, there's a lot more laughs and giggles than I thought as well. Anyway, I've decided that this is gonna be both his front and back movement. My dumbass walking to the store for root beer. Sorry. Okay, this is Game of the Year material. Okay. Okay. Alright. We good. Okay. We're good. Let's make him walking side to side. I'm gonna see if this works. But basically, we're just doing a quick thing, right? We're just doing a quick thing. We're just doing a quick thing. So you guys get the get the gist of it, right? I turned into a tennis racket. You guys have gotta stop cracking me up. I can't do I can't. I'm gonna throw up. I mean, that's gonna look... Can you play only these? Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Can we export this into a sprite sheet? Okay, you guys kind of get it, right? By rows, by columns. No. Alright, I fucked up. That's what I did. Okay, so I do this. Okay. Understandable. No, I want you to make another layer. I sound absolutely insane. Oh, yeah. But only in one frame. Only in one frame does he get to have a butt. Can I now export a sprite sheet? No, please export both of. Wait, I know I did it wrong again. I'm gonna throw up. Stop. Stop. I don't know how to make it. I don't know how to make a sprite sheet. I don't know how to make a sprite sheet. Stop. Okay, that's how you do it. No, I don't want duplicates. I can't do this. I can't. Okay, why can't I export him? Oh, can I do this? Okay, awesome, we did it. We did it. Cool. Why can't I export it? Okay. Well, look, chat, we've done it. We have done a character. We're gonna save this character. I hope you're learning a lot. We're gonna save this character. On my desktop. and we're gonna try to make him into a character, and I don't think it's gonna work. Because I'm going insane, man. I'm going insane. Does anyone have any questions? Does Nepico, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Does anyone have any questions? Does anyone? Why? That is a good question. I raise my cup to you. Why was he bold? I was inspired by you. Designer doing art almost as bad as programmer doing art. Fuck you! I made my own model! How do I do what you do? Why are you the way that you are? I like whatever is wrong with you. I'm bold, apparently. At least my little hair is still there. Jesus Christ. I'm pressing on how to make a character. I'm making a top view character base. Player. Objects to be manipulated. You guys can't see this, unfortunately. But anyway, let's get one is very smart and the other is being so silly. One is very smart is doubtful. Alright, let's see. I think the first thing we're going to do is press sprite. Well, we gotta get our little guy in here, don't we? Look, he's just waiting for me on the desktop. hate this little guy, by the way. We're gonna get this little guy in here. We're gonna pop him. He is currently behind me over here. I've put him over here. And we're gonna put him... Look at him. He's beautiful. And we're gonna put him in texture. You guys maybe can't see that because the chat is in the way. Should I hide the chat? Overlaid. Let's hide the chat so you guys can properly see it. Right, so we have put him into... We made a player. We made a player. And we have put player into the sprite 2D, which all of these came automatically when I made a player. What's his name? What is his name? What is his name? Anyway, so as you can see this, we have a player, okay, but he looks like that. Why does he look like that? Right, so we want to do, we want to cut him up. We want to cut him up. And we're going to go here into animation because that's what this is. This is an animation. You saw him move, right? So what do we have? We have 2 animations. So, 2. My apologies. I may not know how to count. 4, of course, obviously. Dumbass. Right. So we have... Now we have our little guy. Cool. Now what? Now what do we do about our little guy?
Flying trolley has become an artist. Godot, more like, more like Goetot.
More like, more like. Thank you, Trolley! Thank you for the tier free! I hope you're doing well! Welcome on in! I hope you're doing good! Thank you! Don't ignore that I'm bold! I'm trying to make a little guy. His collision is so big. That sounds weird. I don't wanna be bold anymore. Brains fried from online classes. Ooh, I hope it's still fun though. Also, hi Taco. Bold gummy is so unsettling. How do you think it feels? You guys just come in there and you shave my head. How do you think it feels for me? Alright, anyway. Yeah, that radiation poisoning from the Finnish water finally got me. Your collision is massive, bro. Oh, bro, your collision is massive. Anyway. Where was I? Right, animation. So, along with creating this player, we have the Sprite 2D, and we also have the animation player. So, how do we make this little animation? We go into new, and let's call this walk down. We're gonna wanting 4 directions, right? However, if I'm not completely mistaken, though that may be... I actually don't know if I'm able to do that. I don't know how that works, to be honest. But you should be able to flip it. You should be able... If you have, like, them walking on one side, you know, left or right, you should be able to flip it, but I don't remember how you do that. Maybe it works. Whatever. I like your egghead. Thank you, egg. Thank you. We need an ASMR with that voice. Gross! Gross! You perverts! Was I retro? He intersected my collider to my physics stick. Ooh, yeah. Never do that again. Oh, yeah. He hop on this collider. Anyway. So, we're gonna create some animations. How do we go about creating some animations? We go into adding a track. And I believe we click on the sprite. Because I think it creates, yeah, property. So, if I want to create, for example, you can see here, we have the No, of course you can't fucking see because my big ass is in the way. As you can see, we have all of these different frames, which makes it move. So, how do I tell it? I want you to use this frame for walk down. Where do I put myself even? Get your tail. Hold my tail for me, daydreamers. She collided on my sprite till so we this kind of character is kind of garbage. Right, so we're gonna hold on sprite 2D, we're gonna add a property track, and let's see. Right, and that loads up all of the things. So for example, all of the things, like if I want to change the texture. Oh, you guys can't see this, damn it. Different windows and all of that. But anyway, there is an integer frame property. We're gonna add that, and then we have our timeline. And hopefully you guys are familiar with timelines, because timelines and keys appear in a lot of different programs. So if you're familiar with them, you probably already know how it works. There's also a snap down here. You guys probably can't see it, but I'm gonna set that to 2, which makes me snap along this. Let's just say that maybe is a good way. Can you make yourself small? Okay. So, now what? How do I make him do that? You guys remember keys, right? Remember keys in the timeline. Right, so we're gonna start from 0. We're gonna add a frame. And right next to it, it says there's a little key. I click on it, and it does this. It just added a frame. We're gonna snap, you know how we did, to 0.2. We're gonna go to the next frame, add that, add this, and add that. And let's see, how do I set the time? Where is the time? Because right now it's 1 second. There it is. Let's do, what was it, 0.8? And where's the loop? There it is. Let's see how this looks. Right, so he can walk down. He can walk down. Look at that. We have done an animation for walking down. Awesome. Really great. You're very cool. Hi, Fastest. Welcome. Yeah, I'm still kind of in the UI, huh? Okay, cool. I thought he was dancing. No, that's the best. Listen, he's doing his own. He's doing a little thing, right?
Barrel Roll has become an artist. Gumi, how does it feel to have a model with the perfect hips?
It's great. It's great because it really reflects me, you know? It really reflects me and how I look because I have such a big butt and great hips. Curvy. Although Gumi doesn't have the big attachment that I do. I'm in Australia right now. It's real cold here. Anyway, so we have walked down. Awesome. What's next? Well, obviously, we've got to make a walk left and right. You know, the other thing that we just did. So, let's add track, property track, sprite 2D, and frame. Girl shaped like a lava lamp. Wait, Battle, thank you so much for the sub, by the way. Thank you. Both member and sub, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Wait, I drank all my water. I'll get some soon, okay? It's too humid. feel like it's finally getting slightly warm over here now. It's been really cold. Okay. Walk right. So, let's go to that frame. It looks like a tennis racket, doesn't he? 0.8. And he's walking... Oh, it's not looped. He is walking to the left. Look at him go. Look at him go. Now I wonder... I'm not entirely sure how it's done. I may have to look into the other one. But since we're at it, you know what? We may as well... Oh, right. We have to do a... Well, it's the same animation anyway, so... I think you can reuse animations. Let's just do idle down up. Because he doesn't really have a face, so it's fine. He's not gonna look different going up or down, kind of. Not at this level. So I'm just gonna make just one frame. Just one frame, nothing else. And that's idle down up. Let's make another frame. Idle left, right. And this is, of course, because when you stop moving, how most of these, what you usually use for animation, you obviously need something that's like, is this character moving? Is this character moving? What animation should he do when he is moving? And most likely it's because it's like, oh, did you press this button? Are you pressing the buttons for the input that is move buttons? And that usually creates a switch state or a state. This one doesn't specifically, but there are things called states. There's the state machine, there's whatever, but usually you would call it a state switch, whatever. Just a good word to know if you're getting into game dev. This is idle left, right, so let's just do this. And that is our animations. Okay, how do we get him moving? If we were to play this project right now, while he's actually not even there. Great, cool. Wait, why is he not there though? Run current scene. Why isn't he there though? Why isn't he there though? Alright, if we add this and also wait, can we make the player? What happens if we add our player and we play? Will he fall down? Okay, he's right there. Look at that. Oh, and of course you guys can't fucking see it. Woo! Sorry. But he's there. He's exactly what you're seeing here. He's just standing there. Anyway, so you may be confused. What is this? What is this? This was, if you remember, the player is a game object and this is a game scene. This is where you will put in all of your objects, all of your whatnots, enemies, you know, the things where you want to finalize. So if you want to have other game objects, then like, oh, this one is a pickup bubble, this is an enemy, those are all always there. Those are all different game objects. But this is the game scene, and we obviously don't have anything else in here, so that's why it looks similar to the player scene. This is the player. This is not even, it's not even really a scene per se, but it's the player window, basically, the editor window for the player, and we want to make him move, don't we? We want to make him move. So, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, since it's going to open a different window, probably. But a thing like this is pretty important. So let's do this. Unless you don't want to show it. You don't want to show the project settings, Godot? Did you get shy? Oh, I got shy and it doesn't want to show the project settings. That's embarrassing. It got a little shy. Well, that happens. I got shy and didn't wanna... anyway, what you would usually do, this is super simple. You just, generally in project settings across all of these kind of game engines, is that there would be kind of an input. So if you want to have specific inputs, for example, when I press X, sometimes there are already standard built-in actions like this one has, but it does not have for specifically moving on WASD. So I'm going to add a new action, and I'm going to name it walk down, add, and I'm going to add that to W. And I'm just going to do all of these really quick. Walk left, A, walk right, connect that to D's nuts. D's nuts in 2025, huh? Walk. Wait, I'm confused. Yeah, no, I did the wrong one. W is walk up, not walk down. It's just that they are flipped because walk down is, you know, it's vice versa. Walk up. That is W. Alright, and so I've added all of those. Wait, why is that there again? Anyway, so we have this now. Let's see, I think they need to refresh. So let's do this. There we go. So now I went into the input settings and I've connected those. We're gonna do up input key, walk up, which is as I connected it. This is the name that I set, which is walk up, and I connected that to a W, of course. Down input, down, left, and right. And I don't remember if this is all that it requires. Let's see if it works. Okay, no. Ooh, what else could it be? What else does he need to move around? Is he connected in some way? Is this the right player? He is, right? Input. Collision. Player. No input while jumping. Enable max full speed. Let me look at how the other one is built and see if I've missed something. It's very easily happens. Player animation, we haven't done that yet. Disable mode, player controlled, enable tile, player control object, yes. We don't have set up his animation sets yet. Moving platform, we haven't done that. Motion mode, let's do grounded. Does that do anything? Nope, he's still not moving. Why don't you want to move, buddy? Wait, what if I do the arrow keys? Okay, no. He hates me. He hates me, that is. I made the other one move so easily, so what am I missing? I'm missing something easy, and that bothers me. Damn it. I'm missing something easy. Up, left, on. I'm trying to understand this, but it's like, man, dude, I'm trying to understand it too. I don't understand anything right now. Even the game assets are going on strike. Yeah, they're not want to work. Hi, Surge, welcome. And hi, idiot. 1 second, I'm trying to figure this out. He doesn't want to move. I don't know why he don't want to move. Poor. This is the right player, right? Like, it's not just an old one. Open an editor. Okay. Whoop whoop. What? Is he connected to something? Debugger. Errors. Scene transition must have a starting scene. Well, that's obviously this one. Open scene. I need to make a new one? Wait, maybe he is moving and I can't tell because the background is the same. Oops, that could actually be it. Let me put in this here. Let me put this in here and see if he's moving around it. No, he's not. Fuck! Why not? Why don't you want to move, buddy? Why not? Come on, man. From afar, the sprite kind of looks like a malnourished Miku. Interesting. Tell me more. How come? How come? Tell me more. Damn, did you see that? That was sick. That was great. Why doesn't he want to walk, chat? Is it the game scene? What if I make another scene? What if I make a new game scene? Fuck, I accidentally put it under there. Oops. What if I make a new game scene? Hehe. No. Okay, okay, maybe I don't know if I did it anyway. Let's put in. Where did I put this? Oh, here's hehe. Set as main scene and put player in here. And do we have a camera? Jesus, what is happening here? Game scene. And let's try to put the player under the camera. Does this work? I don't know if he's moving because I can't tell. It did us. I can't tell. Well, that's kind of at least how it goes around, but the thing, I don't know why he doesn't want to move, chat. I don't know, man. I think it's so funny. I don't know why he doesn't want to move. Crackhead Miku. Does he hate me? Is that it? Is that it? Does he hate me? That's why he doesn't want to move? Because I totally... Okay, look. Anyway, you kind of understood this, right? So we're gonna... Because this is kind of... I don't know what I did wrong, so I'm... I don't know what I did wrong, so we're gonna do this. Oh. I'm gonna do... this. Where I already was. When I was doing a little test. Right. And do you work is the question. Well, she's not even there. Aha! Why is she not even there? Okay, and she works. All right, so. Well, I've noticed an interesting thing that she has. Does this work? Does this work? Yay, look. All right, so this is the other project that I first time seek the teacher. Listen. I said this would be beginner friendly because I would be a beginner as well. Hi, Spearmint! I was watching one of your videos and decided to check out, find if you stream and you're live. I have! Welcome, welcome! I hope you're doing well. And also, hi, Motomoto. Hope everyone's doing well. Okay. Okay, so... this one is actually able to move. Can you see? She's able to move. And... she's also able to do this. But I haven't done the other animations. But here you can see her going through the animations. But I do believe she has that... yeah, she has the bug where in the middle of the animation she just still does it. So... yeah. Great! What is this? Oh, you want to work now, huh? Beginner friendly as in please be friendly. I'm a beginner. Yeah. Anyway, here's our girl. Here's our girl. Let's get these out of here because I can't see shit when you're here. And she should have an animation player. Or did it bug out? That's weird. Oh yes, I remember. They were bugged out. I just remembered. Yeah, right. So those were bugged out. I just remembered. But anyway, then we get to, I guess, do some more of the frames, because yay. Some of them were a little bit bugged, but here you can see, I guess, with a little bit more of a slightly complicated, or not complicated, but at least more detailed kind of more detailed sprite, right? Compared to the little stick figure, whatever his name became. So let's go into sprite. And this is walk left. So we're going to find her walking left, and this is the idle left. So let's find walk left. I believe it is this one. Oh yes, great. Put this one, that there, and that should make her walk left. Look at that. Look at that. Because some of these got bugged out, I don't know why. You see a bunch of bugs. I think it's because I accidentally did it with the wrong frame or something. Something like that. Anyway, let's do this is walk right, and that should be this. Yes, so let's do the exact same. Oops. Oh, that one is... It's not the most glamorous to game dev, I'll tell you that. Which one is this? Is this 16? After hours of work, I finally got the sprite to move. Kinda. Well... I was mistaken. This is the idol, but it's okay. Except it actually isn't okay because for some reason she fucking moves. So let's do this one, and it'll do it automatic for me. Wait, did I mess up? Yeah, I did. Why did it do that? There we go. No, I did that. No. If If you keep fucking popping up with these, yes, I'm gonna beat you to death. Let's remove this. This, blah, blah, blah. There we go. If you ever feel yourself that you get mad easily at things, don't become a game developer or a coder or anything. Because you will be very frustrated. Very frustrated. Give people the impression that I know what I'm doing. I absolutely do not know what I'm doing. I kind of know what I'm doing, but also not. Alright, I'm clicking the little buttons. Which one is it? This one? Why does it have double? Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, she can walk up. App coder can confirm. Yeah. An interest you have with a way to practice patience, dude. I get mad so easily. I think I have anger problems. Well, not really. Mostly when it comes to getting your, you know, woman time makes you have free anger problems, you know? What is this? Idle up. Idle open it. Right, let's do this. I love that it doesn't remember my snap. Back to the idle up. Maybe you can see more properly the actual idols and stuff. And I don't know why it's giving me the bugs and stuff. Goomy. More like angry. Hours of work for no tangible result. No, I just get so mad when, you know, when you're really trying and nothing works and there's nothing you can do about it. It just pisses me off so bad. It's just so annoying. It's just so annoying. You just get so pissed off. Mancita. Like that. Just gets... when things just don't work the way you wanna. We've already done this. So I really want to get to be able to connecting animations and stuff. So, because that's gonna be its own little issues. Because this I did already kind of do. And I want to, you know, learn together with you guys. Cool. Look at that. She does an idol. Yay! How cute is that? We're almost done. Almost done. That should be all the animations, I think. Hi, Gasso! Welcome on in! I just lost an Excel file an hour ago or so before turn. Bro, I would freak out. I would crash out. I would crash out. I would crash out. Just a reminder that Gumi's pretty great. You think so? You think so? I'm happy. Hi, Mr. Garlic Bread. Mind if I take a bite? Oh, by the way, I actually after stream, after like doing like a bunch of groceries and like fixing the apartment and whatnot, whatever little time I had left for my free time, I actually played a little bit more of June. Actually played a little bit more of Dune. I didn't really feel like I had anything else to do, so I was like, you know what? Why not? Why not? Looks like you're missing a screaming room. Ugh. Even a screaming pillow. Yeah. Me when I lie. I need tips on keeping up motivation to work on stuff. And none. None. I've never finished a project in my life. Well, when it comes to VTubing, I think it's a bit easier because I usually think of the payoff of like people seeing it and being excited for it. That keeps me motivated. But I think it's difficult when, you know, you kind of rely on that. It's a little bit, when it comes to like making art and stuff, sometimes it just feels good to make art, but sometimes it's like, I really want people to see this and I hope they like it. But then, you know, nobody sees it. And you kind of lose motivation a little bit, but it's kind of a dangerous dependency. All right, let's see if we can do some animations for this gal. And I believe I've done a code for her. Yes, I have. She has, what is this? Oh, right. Okay, so this character has a visual script. And what is a visual script? It is a code, but it is instead visual. So it's a little bit easier for beginners because it's, for example, I can't code. I can read code decently and only context-based, which is good to do or it's something you learn to do as a designer because you'll usually be the one that's like, I want to know like if I can balance this, and decoders are always busy, so I just try different things. So basically, if I want to add a state, this is way more easier in Unreal, I would say, because then you can be like, oh, I wonder if I can do this, and you can kind of right click and you can start searching like when pressing button and I want this to happen to this target. It can get a little bit convoluted, but I also haven't really tried this very much, so let's see how this works. So I do believe that this is mostly, yeah, for states and not really for code. Yeah, because there's scripts. I don't think this is a cheaty script, actually. Is this cheaty script? I don't think it is. Yeah, because I think this is its own kind of, I think this is the programs. I don't think this is Godot's. I think this is, the action game maker's own kind of thing. So I can't really speak for Godot right now, or the script? How does this work? Virtual script node, because I can tell that this is mostly for switching animations. Action settings, jump. Right, so if I name them different things. Right, so I could name it different things and be like, I want you to switch to this, because I think that's what I already did, because I already forgot. Hi, Bobbin! Welcome! I just signed up for mental health services. Nice! Nice! What does that entail? I should get some water. I've been yapping a lot. Let me see where my little lady is. sleeping on my pillow. I did not smell myself to see if I was stinky, by the way. I did not. Grab a cat in therapy. I'm taking care of myself. Good job, man. Good job. Good job. That's great. I always hated therapy. Cause they always made me feel. I think it's because I took therapy when I was forced to go to therapy when I was young, because that's when when I was younger, at least, when I was more of a young adult rather than not an older adult, but you know, when I was more like before 20s and stuff like that. Old teenager, I guess. That because they always only managed to make me feel really not like, oh, we're gonna get through this and try to like get you on a nice path, but more like in a pitiful way, and that made me feel like this isn't what I want, you know. What I want is to get on a path to start to try to feel normal, and this is making me not feel normal. This is making me feel like the absolute opposite. What the? Wait, 1 second. What the fuck is that? Ow! No, my turtle, he died. No! Ah, his goop is everywhere. Oh my god, why is it green on my floor? Shit! That goop on my finger is disgusting. That sounds really bad. I'm talking about a squishy. I'm talking about a squishy. I'm talking about a squishy that fell down, and apparently it broke when it fell, and I hadn't noticed that it broke, and there was just goop. Anyway, because it costs money, and losing money makes me sad. Dude, same. I hate spending money so much, and I'm like coming up on like where I need to spend a lot of money, and I like multiple things where I need to spend a lot of money, and I'm actually feeling so stressed over it. I hate it. I hate money. It makes me so stressed. All right, and what were we doing? Right, so to make this character move, basically we have these different states, right? I have the idle state, the moving state, and then it goes back to the idle. These two idles are the exact same one. You can make, if you, for example, if you were to copy it and paste it, it would make another one. So these two are the exact same one. I do not remember how I did that, so don't ask. But what is important between these is that you can see the animation that it has is idle, and this one has walk. And these two are the animation groups for the collection of the idle animations and the moving animations. So moving left, right, and blah, blah, blah. That kind of stuff. But what are then these? And what do these do? These are the links. And what we want to tell the program is when idle will move into moving, idle goes into moving, changes into moving. The idle animation moves, changes into moving when it satisfies all conditions, any conditions, or the animation is finished, or vice versa. And for this, we're gonna do trigger on input. That means if the character is moving. If the character is moving, right? Then we go into the moving, and the same here, but instead it's gonna be trigger on no input. It moves into idle instead. It moves back into idle instead of so when I stop moving, I want it to go back into idle, right? And I don't know if she's gonna, right, that's the wrong one. Is she gonna move now? I wonder. She does! Holy shit! She actually does! Incredible! I just needed to fix it, apparently. Wrong one. Right. capture the right one, please? This one? No? Okay. Oh, because it's... What about this? There we go. So, I fixed the animations. Is she doing the item, or did it crash? Okay, so what I can tell that it's not looping. Can you tell? She only Wait. What the wait, why does it... Oh, is the loop only not for just showing? Because she does it once. But here she does it. She keeps doing it. Interesting. Anyway, let's see. So she can walk down, left, up, and right. And look at that. We have a player character that can move. And when she stops moving, she goes into the idle. You see? Cool, right? Cool. And let me look into animation player. Idle. Yeah, animation looping. Animation looping. Okay, so I thought the animation looping was only for right, so now she should loop. Yeah, that one is a little bit weird in the timing, it looks like. But now it's all loop. I thought the looping was only for the timing. But look at her. She can move. Yay. Yay. Now, I do not know. I do not know if this specific... why does it... Frame must have at least one key. Why do you hate me? Why are you giving me all of these if it's working? Why are you giving me these errors if it's working? Oh, I see. It's the old ones. It's the old ones that are bugged. And they want me to remove this, except there it is. I gotta do that for all of them. Oh. And it crashed! Awesome! Great! Cool! That's exactly what I wanted. I was so good. That was great. I love it. Are we back? Yes, we should be back. Okay, game scene. Right, so this is how we knew that she was walking around, because we could see the... Set as main scene. Right, yeah, and thus we know that she's moving. And now it's kind of common that when you have that, or it's not super common, but because you see how she's moving diagonally, but she's just, you know, she's still doing this, which can create a kind of a weird looking effect. So usually the better kind of pixel programs will have that you actually can not just have 4 directions, but you have 8 directions. So she'll also have a diagonal. I think Earthbound has it. I think Earthbound has it. Oh, you guys can't even see what I'm fucking doing. I hate myself. But yeah, you see how she's when I'm moving left, right, and then I'm moving diagonally. Right? I'm moving left, right, left, down, and then diagonally. You can move in 8 directions as well, so you can have like a different kind of, so it doesn't really look like she's just floating like this. Yeah. Anyway, let me try to see if I'm able to make a little world. I'm gonna pop in, what is this? I'm very curious if distant view, middle view, near view, wall layer, base layer. I don't know what that means. Bruh, thank you for the follow. I wonder if I wonder if this has a AI, not AI, UI kind of thing. UI, does it have a UI object group? But what kind of UI? Does it come with like a, that I can make a, because I've never done UI in Godot, so. I wonder if it comes with something like a dialogue box, for example. Probably not. No, those are just that kind of dialogue. And probably not. But let's see. Okay, so I just did the same thing twice, huh? I'm gonna try to create a new... Oh man, I don't know anything about UI, damn. Så här jag kan hålla. Hi G-Spot. And here we go. Do you guys have any questions? Or are your brains completely imploded? Menu scene. Canvas layer. Just that. What kind of canvas can we do with that? Let's see. I think it's this. Yeah, so these are the Godot ones, I believe. Yeah. What type of game is this? I don't know, man. I'm just testing out a new engine. Although not completely new, because it's just built on Godot, but I don't really know Godot, so... I'm Epi. Why are you Epi? Mush? Imploded? I don't worry, I can imagine. I would be happy if I was able to do like a little interaction thing, but let's see here. We have I don't know how we do with the tile set. Perhaps there is... I do not understand what these are. Let's make a tile map layer node for 2D deprecated. Okay, let's do this and put it in wall layer or something. Tile set. Let's make a try to see if a tile set is available. Because I had this one, right? Let's see if I'm able to, although this one will have a lot of pink squares since it's RPG Maker game based. Well, this looks like torture to someone who doesn't know shit about software programming. It's okay because I don't know programming. I haven't used RPG Maker since 2006. Me walking around in my blindingly pink backyard. Alright, let's see. Tile set. Where did you go? Oh wait, these are all ready. These are all tile sets, actually. I see. So I just made a tile set on a tile set. Wall, base layer. Let's see here. Tile layer, tile set. Let's make a new tile set, I guess. Square, I guess. And how do I put it in? Where do you want me to put that in? Physics layers, tile size. Oh, I do not know how big they are. Rendering, resource. Where did they want me to put it in? Where can I put it in? No, I can read all chat. Where do I hear texture? No, that's just inherit. Ooh, where do I put it in? Where do I put it in? Where do I put it in? Rendering local to scene. Tile set. Do I need a specific tile set? Square. There's a tile symbol. I can't see. Oh my goodness, you're right. Thank you. Thank you. 24. Oh, it's even smaller. I think it's 16. Yeah, it is. You want to load this as an auto tile. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. But yeah, here you can see pretty well, if you didn't understand how tile sets worked. You can see how it gets split up. These are all very small though, because it was for RPG Maker, and those usually are pretty tiny. Okay. Oh right, how does this work? Paint. Tile effect. Okay, well now my brain imploded because I... Whoa, buddy. Tile map. What's the difference? Can I do this? And just... Wow! Okay, so I assume... Okay, so I know what RPG Maker can do is that it, like, if I have, for example, this, then when I, for example, put this next to this, it will use, like, this automatically, I think. If I'm not mistaken. But that requires, I think, some... Shut up, and I do not know how to do that. She's busy. She's not going to address it all right away. Yeah, oh, address one. Godot also has that feature. Oh. And good morning, Dusty. And hi, rival, fellow Godot dev. Hi! This is kind of... I've only tried Godot very briefly. What kind of stuff do you do in Godot? I got a key, so I wanted to check out Action Game Maker. Do you know what a CD is? No. I only played my games on the I almost said Little Big Planet VHS. On the Land Before Time VHS tape. One image with all textures to keep it in GPU memory. You can set it up. CDs. God, I want to be able to tell somebody to KYS. Why is it against TOS? I'm gonna kill you! Ugh. My father legitimately loaded and played games through tapes. Based father. Based father. It's the second tab. The tile map or patterns. Drag and drop a... Drag and drop or paste the tile map. Oh, so like these ones? Store a pattern. What? What is auto tile? This is this? Terrain set. Auto tile. Wait, no. Okay. I think it's this. Shit, I just did something. Oh, fuck, I did something, alright. I just accidentally removed something. Oh, God. Oh, hell. Oops. Add new patterns in the tile map. Well, yeah, well, guess what? I accidentally removed the entire tile map. It's now gone. What game are you making? I don't know. I'm not really making anything. This is kind of a test. Well, it would appear that I may have... Alright, buddy. Okay. Where did it go? Where is it? What did it do? How do I get it back? tile map back. I did something. I did something. I've always wanted to do RPGs, and I want to do I want to do a Toxic Yuri horror game. Control X is your friend. What does that do? Nothing. You lied to me. You lied to me. I think it's just a window. Where is it? Tile set. No, it didn't work. I just disappeared. My entire tile map, like the entire section here, just disappeared. Toxic Yuri, isn't that just you in a nutshell? Excuse you. I like men and women. Somewhere in the top. Give it back. Give it back. Oh my god. Why can't I select these anymore? Set up. I selected them. Why are you walking on my computer? The world's most bisexual rat. Yay! Toxic Yuri and Toxic Yaoi. No. Listen. It's Toxic Yuri and Old Man Yaoi. Okay? That's where it's at. That's where it's at. She's more of a goop enjoyer. Hey! Hi, Debbie. Why do you smell like strawberries? Why do you smell like strawberries? It's a hi, cat. Why do you smell like strawberries, my little lady? I had such a sad dream that I had to wash, like, glass because somebody dropped some, like, glass, and I had to wash, like, and Vanille walked in it and started chewing it, and I had to, like, wash her, like, glass out of her eyes, and it was so sad, my little baby girl! My little baby girl! Preach! That is indeed where it's at. Yeah! Although, I mean, toxic and toxic, it's I don't really like toxic-y because it shouldn't be too sad, right? But if I had to produce something, you know, it adds a little good spice, right? But you know, I feel like it's very far from what you would want in real, cause it kind of comes to the same about like characters that I like as well. I don't like, you know, I don't like bad people. But it doesn't mean I want to see, you know, bad characters beaten and bruised. My favorite cat got attacked by a stray dog. Oh, I'm so sad. I hate those kind of dreams. Anyway, let's try to get our tile map back. Oh shit, what did I do? Just what my tile map? Create an alternative tile. Why did my tile map go? Why did the entire thing go away? Why? Toxic anyone in real is not poggers and extremely sus and cringe. Oh, but do you also get like, you know, when you're consuming that kind of like stuff, like if you see like a toxic relationship, you know, fictional of course, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's kind of hot, I guess, or whatever. And then when it's like, you know, the most vanilla stuff and they just love each other so much, that stuff though, that stuff always makes me like, ah! It makes me embarrassed to read because it's like, they'll be like, I love you so much. I'm like, ah! It's too cute. You know? It went off the map. Wait, where is it? Time map node object selected in the scene object list. Scene object. Did I like move it? Are you saying? Did I move it somewhere? Scene object list is in the top left here.
I don't know what that means.
Top left. More top left. Even more top left than this? Top left of the window. Scene tab. Top left scene tab where you need to select a node. That's right. Click the node in the hierarchy. Okay. Wait, so you're saying here, over here? Oh, did I accidentally remove this entire one? Did I accidentally remove this entire one? Maybe. I think I did. I think I accidentally removed the whole one. I did! Thank you! Thank you! You saved me! You saved me, daydreamers! How will I ever forgive you? How will I ever... What do you say? How would I ever... I don't remember what you say. Apple! Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah! Repay. Right, repay. That's the word. That's the word. I don't know words. I kind of want to make more dev streams. Oh, well, I mean, the thing is, I really want to... I have really been wanting to, get back into game dev, right? But the thing is, I'm so busy with, like, you know, all of my other work, like ASMR and stuff like that, that I barely have time for it. But I really want to make my Toxic Yuri game. Do you know what it's about? Do you want to know what it's about? This is the only thing the only time I'm gonna mention the actual story about it. But I'm imagining, like, because I think it would be fun to kind of make it like a little bit about VTubers, because then VTubers love horror games, right? So then it would fit for, like, if I release a horror game for VTubers to play it, because it's both VTubers and like horror games, right? Because I think it's like it would be funny. It would be funny, right? So imagine if she has a persona, but she falls in love with her persona, but the persona is like, you know, is so much more different to what the real girl is. Yeah. And together they make sweet, magnificent... I don't know. I mean, that's just self-sussed, isn't it? Background music is nice. I'm glad you like it. Yeah. She has to record ASMR 20 hours a day. That's gonna have a fart in it at some point. What? You need to get out more. I know, but I live in the middle of nowhere where nobody else lives. And there's hours until the city. But the thing is, I don't know what game engine to use. I was thinking maybe RPG Maker, but at the same time RPG Maker, because I don't want to make just a normal pixel game. I'd rather have it be like a little bit more. I don't know. Leave the Gumi cave. But I need to work. I need to make money. Ripping a huge one during ASMR would make global news. I unironically think I would KMS. Okay, but let's see. What were we doing? Right, tile maps. We were trying to understand if we were able to make these, to set these up. We were kind of close, I feel like. Patterns, terrains. If I copy this, patterns. Drag or drop or past a tail. I did copy it. I did control. It's definitely not doing it. It should be auto tile, right? Can I make one? Okay, how do I do this? Auto tile. Oh fuck, oh, I know what I'm copying. That's what I'm copying, oops. I'm not copying this at all. Why do I copy this then? Because, yeah, it's selecting base at the same time. Hi, I'm a bro! Goomer's in the Gumi cave, watching the shadow on the wall, completely unaware of the dump truck of the rat behind the fire. You know that one thick Omni-Man artwork where he's like don't even joke about it, lad, or like, you know, he's like I can shit loud as fuck. Yeah, is that kind of what you're looking for? In the middle of the Swedish wilderness, Gumi fantasizes about romantic relationship, a thing she has never experienced before. Hey! Speak for yourself! Speak for yourself! Use Unreal with Nanite for tile set. Oh god. Yeah. No, I do kind of want to use Unreal for a 3D game. Also, hi Lanix. We can tell. Let me tell you, I've probably been in more relationships than you have. Okay? I've dated men and women, okay? No, I'm kind of craving some World of Warcraft music. No, maybe not. It's a little bit not. Let's do... No, we can do. Let's, you know, well... I have been craving Undertale lately. Alright, how the fuck do I make this work? Because we have been stuck on the same thing. Oh, really? Paint the tile map in the scene view, and from there you can select it and copy it into a pattern. What am I painting it with? Wait, here's terrain sets. Terrains. Oh! I'm maybe here. Let's call this ground. No. Orange. Grass. Men vad gör du dumma? Did I fuck? I did. I'm gonna kill my element, whatever. Fart. Now what? Navigation layers. It does kind of. It does. Place a random tile. Hold. Whoa! Okay, let's see here then. Okay, so it paints like that. Paints it like randomly. Alright, how do I set it up then? Why is the terrain set not right? Match corners and sides.
How do I do?
I scared my cat with my sound. Drag and drop. I'm fucking trying, bro. I'm trying so hard. I'm trying.
I don't know. Oh my god, no.
Fart. There's fart. Okay, how do I edit fart? How do I edit the fart? Terrains. Alright, and how do I edit the fart? Select the select tool. Yes. I have selected it. To select. Now what? I have selected. I have selected. Now paint it onto the world. Fuck. Fuck. Yeah, and now what? How do I drag and drop? How? Ow! Just drag it. Ow! I swear it's gonna be so simple. I swear to God it's gonna be so simple. Then use the select tool. But I have the select tool. And I can't. Why? Bottom panel. Select tool from there. Wait, where is... Wait, does it work? What do I do? Oh, you know, I thought so too. Why doesn't it? Drag and drop. Or paste. Okay, but why? Okay. Now what? Now what? They made an engine inside Godot. Yeah, it's like a plugin. Undertale. Oh, now that it's been 10 years, I really want to replay it for its anniversary. Now you have a pattern. Yeah, but the pattern isn't set up properly. How do I set up the pattern? Like, that's not a pattern. Oh my god, how do I set it up? You're gonna play Deltarune? I already played it. I wanted to play it on my own. Oh my god. Oh, like I just wanna... Now you can paint the world using that pattern, but that's not what I want. I don't want this. I want to set it up. I want to set it up so that it does it automatically, like it does in RPG Maker. What kind of games can you do with a plugin? It does have some... What is this? Paint. Okay, well, how the fuck do I do this? Like, okay, you can add this. How? Match corners, terrains. Okay, but how? How do I add what is inside of this? Like, how? She knew it would be absolute gremlins. I just wanted to take it in my own time. And also I wasn't at home, so... You have to add multiple and say what is what. Not really. This isn't what we were looking for anyway, so whatever. We'll just, for now, I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna make a small world. There's totally something that you can do. There's totally something that you can do. But today is not that, not that day. So let's build a super silly little world. What is this? Cute. Cute. For sale, thank you for the 20 bits. Thank you. I appreciate it. I will hear some more videos. They are great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's just, I just want to build like a simple little world because I want to see if we can do, you know, kind of an interaction. I want to be able to see if we're able to do a little interaction or something. Let's pretend this is a cool house. Let's pretend we can go inside. Wow, that's a shit house. Wait, can I build an infinite roof from this? No, it's not right because it's not fucking. It's so silly because it's not like it has the pink from the stupid thingy. Wait, here's a door as well. I like. Ah, of course. I'm stupid. What if it has a little stair to my little house? Now we're talking. Do you enjoy my little house? Wait, did I do it? Yeah, whatever. LOL. Shitty house. Like, I'm not saying this is a bad house, but this is a pretty bad house. Pretty bad house, whatever. Okay, cool. We've made the best house ever. It's wait, when I turn the grid on, it's totally not gonna work. Not the alpha color. Yeah, this is a really super old thing that I have from like RPG Maker, like super old. Let's see. Oh my oh no! Look, the spot that she was standing on. Her bald spot. I love how everything is so much smaller because it's 16 and I think she's like 64 or something. I think so. Something like that. Yeah, the GPU doesn't allow me to use glaze though. Big woman energy. Oh, maybe this works. I don't know, there's so many bugs. Okay, what do we want to do? I want to know if you're able to do some sort of interaction. I'm curious how this works. Curious how that works. Oh! Oh! Yeah, there we go. Hi, Drop D. Welcome. Add some NPC. I think I have a little NPC. Char set NPCs. But they're gonna have a pink background. See, they're gonna have a pink background. Damn it. Cozy White Bear, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Can you turn down the scale of the player? Can I? Oops, you've been squished. Oh my god, look at her! Her pixels have been squished. Oh, you can't see it. Look at her. Her pixels have been squished. Look. Her pixels have been squished. Wow, no, I knew this would mismatch. It's okay that they are mishmash, since they were, you know, different. Squish that protogoon. Squeeze her. Squeeze her. Okay. What do we try to figure out next? Menu scene. Right, so menu scene doesn't open its own kind of thing like player does. Let's see, menu. No, there's no such thing. I thought there would be something like that. What about, is there anything? No. Objects, characters, that's it. UI. I'm really curious about how we would go about that. Canvas layer, that's usually where you draw things, right? So maybe I add a child node to this. Let's see, so these ones that are colored like this, oh, and you can't see it, but can you see it if I do this? Yeah, now you can see it. So these ones that are colored like, you can see that they're different than how the other ones look. The ones that are yellow and blue, those are for... No! Those are the ones that make your game crash. I spent years learning a GD script and it's like it all escapes me. Twitch connection today is very unstable. Oh, is Twitch unstable for anyone else on my end? This is really, yeah, so this is Godot, but it's it has an add-on, yeah. Okay, good. Alright, I'm really curious about how UI works. Wow, you guys can't see it. Oh, game capture is on. There we go. I'm not a huge fan of how often it crashes. Also, I'm curious about, like, there should be assets. I wonder if there's a dialogue system. I wonder which one is the best one. recently updated. Least recently updated. I was hoping there would be like a most downloaded. Well, let's try to just check ourselves. I don't think I'll be able to do a dialogue system because those are very complicated. Not super complicated, but it's something that I've been struggling with. Let's see here. Camera, connector, course, follow, dynamic water, effect object, game object, hit area, menu scene, image gauge. Fairly configurable textures. You guys can't see this, unfortunately. Start point, switch settings, taken damage. Canvas item. Right, so these should be... I think I need a container? Usually you need a container, I think. Container by itself serves no purpose, unless the script configures its children's placement. Use that plain control node instead. But isn't a container, isn't that what, like it does the thing? It's like here you have to move inside of this? Or am I insane? I learned how to paint tiles. Oh! Maybe not right now, but if you're able to send me the tutorial, I'd like that. What is the add-on? The add-on is what's it called? Action Game Maker. I'm using Action Game Maker. It's like an add-on for Godot. Can it make action games? God, I sure hope it can. Which channel should I send the link in? Games Are Good should be good. Let's see. If I wanted to play The Floor is Lava, but for real? Isn't that what you do? Isn't that where you play it? You play it in real, but the floor is actually lava. You got this in 2 hours? Wow! Let's not forget our great stick friend. Our great stick friend. I'm curious, you know what? I think we're gonna move on from this project. And instead, I think I want to be able to check out what this... what it can do. What other... because it should have some presets. And I want to see what other stuff it can do. We already checked out this one. Let's see. Sample project. Let's do this. Let's try this. Is that an Undertale? Alright, so these are definitely from RPG Maker assets. Right, so this was a menu sample. Let's see. Okay. Oh god. Thing is, I feel like so far I think I'm still struggling a little bit with seeing why I would use this instead of RPG Maker if I were to make like a top-down game. I assume if it's also for making like battles and stuff that aren't like turn-based, but you can kind of do that in RPG Maker because there's so many plugins. So, and from what I can tell, so far it felt like maybe a little bit complicated when it comes to you know, setting everything up, because in RPG Maker everything is just so incredibly easy to set up, right? Like it has the event boxes and everything. So I'm slightly struggling to see like why I would want to use this instead of RPG Maker. I think at least if I were to make like a game like this, fuck luck, I would, you know, probably opt for RPG Maker. You know? But from my understanding, there should be different ones as well that you can use. Man, I want to play more Dune. Metroidvania. Apparently you can make a Metroidvania or a... Let's try this. Advanced sample for the mouse shooter. It's meant for real-time combat. Yeah, yeah. I think you could possibly make like Celeste or something like that. But it still feels like, you know, it's pretty important for these kind of games to have like some kind of simple UI. And it crashed! Great! Yeah, I'm a little bit... about how much it crashes. I know that's... I know that can happen, but... Tee-hee! Is it true? Is it true? Is it true? What say you? What do you say, little lady? Is that true? Oh, really? So excuse me. You're standing here and you're saying meow, 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 and you think you can just walk past my keyboard without giving me a kiss tax? The kiss tax? The kiss tax? You think you can go past me without paying the kissy tax? Do you take me for a fool, little lady? Do you take me for a fool? Well, Vanilla's paying rent, yeah. Get out of here, buddy. Anyway, I would say maybe we are done for now. I do have another stream in like... How long? I have another stream in, I think, 2.5 hours. I have an ASMR members only stream in 2.5 hours. Fire, girl! So I wanna try to maybe get some exercise in and maybe some cook something. Until then. And also, I didn't really know how to move on. The action game maker seemed promising. It seemed promising. I think it could work. Definitely, if you're using like for dialogue and stuff like that, you're using more simple stuff. Did I get home at a bad time? Unfortunately, yes. I'm just about to end. Sorry, Towel, but hello. But yes, I hope you all had a good time. If you are a member, if you are subscribed, or if you're a member on YouTube, I will be doing some good ASMR, alright? So it's YouTube only. Hello, Kartoffel woman. What is Kartoffel? I hope do not sandworm riding. Oh, there's gonna be a sandworm DLC. I hope, yeah, that would be fun. I wanna ride. I want to ride the sandworm. I spent so long just playing with the sandworm. I just wanted to make it summon, but it never got summoned. How lame. Why am I a potato? Why am I a potato woman? But thank you everyone for coming to my silly little game dev stream. I hope you were able to get like a little bit inspired or like a little bit like excited or something if you want to learn game development. If you know, just anything. If you needed some like if you needed to get on your butt and be like, oh yeah, this is the signal that I've been looking for to get back to my work, stop procrastinating and stuff. So hopefully it was helpful to somebody, despite all the screaming and also me learning. All right, I'm gonna do my chores and stuff until it's time to stream again. Goodbye, little daydreamer. I hope I'll see you again soon.